He's in the VFW. He ran in there.
Please get him out of here now.
I ain't leaving with that. No, get the sheriff.
No,
Get
we're
the
going
sheriff.
outside.
They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me.
Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff. I can't read.
I've always wanted to be in a bar fight. I don't know if this counts.
Like we saw with George Floyd.
This system of oppression must be changed, and the only person who can change it is the governor.
We should warn you, the video is disturbing.
In the year 2002, I was no-knock raided by the Chief of Police, Michael Moore, of LAPD with an entire SWAT team, twice in the same month. Since that date, I began studying the history of America and constitutional law. I am an autodidactic constitutional law scholar. Over the past couple years, what I've done is I've been able to devise a system, understanding that the police have created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that they use to arrest you. I've also created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols for you to follow that gives you back the power when you're forced to interact with these jackboot thug pigs. It has become a tyrannical jackboot thug police state, prison state, death state. I will win the governorship and I will change the policies from the top down.
Welcome. What's going on? How are you doing today? Do me a favor, everybody. Take your finger and hit the like button. It's the thumbs up thing right down there. And then put down in the comment section, if you would, please write down there in the comment section, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat for me.
He's in the VFW. He ran in there.
He ran in where?
Right now, yeah, and there's cars right there.
All right.
Yeah, he's in the VFW right now. White, black in the VFW.
Bert, you want to come with me?
Over the next 2 minutes, officers make their way down the street and into the bar.
Right there.
Please get him out of here now.
I ain't leaving with that. No, get the sheriff.
No,
Get the
we're going
sheriff.
outside. We're
Get
going
the sheriff.
outside.
No,
We're
you
not
ain't
doing
killing me.
this.
You ain't killing me tonight. You ain't killing me. You ain't killing me. No. You guys are killing me. They're on it. They're trying to kill me. 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 Why are you trying to kill me? They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. You're killing the sheriff's department. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff's department. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff department. Call the sheriff. 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 They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. 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 They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me.
You're going to get sprayed.
I don't get close, sheriff.
You're going to get sprayed. Don't spray.
Call the sheriff.
Don't spray him.
Call the sheriff. They're gonna kill me. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff.
I got him. Here it goes. Got him.
You want that one? Say when.
You're good. Good. His other hand.
Get over me. Okay?
Calm down. Calm down.
Morning custody, 2029.
Stop fighting.
I can't read. I can't read. I can't. Get off my neck. I can't breathe.
That's the story right there. I'll be glad I was for you. Okay.
I can't breathe.
You're fine.
Yep.
Then, as Tyson laid motionless on the ground, bar patrons can be heard talking to police.
So I thought he's here to pick up the to-go order.
I've always wanted to be in a bar fight. I don't know if this counts.
Hey, chalk it up. Yeah, chalk it up, man.
It's your story.
Those conversations continued over the next several minutes. It took officers nearly 5.5 minutes from the point Tyson was motionless for them to check on him.
If you're not on Team Blue, they don't care about you.
Did he calm down?
Yeah, he might be out.
Breathing?
And it took another 3 minutes before officers realized something was seriously wrong.
Roll him over on his back.
Officers can then be seen on video attempting CPR for over 7 minutes and at times questioning where the paramedics were. You can then see medics arrive at 8:47, a full 13 minutes from when Tyson stopped moving.
And that sums it up, doesn't it? That's these jackboot thug pigs. That's how they treat us, like we don't matter, like our lives are insignificant.
It happened last week in Canton. Officers confronted 53-year-old Frank Tyson in a bar after finding an abandoned car near the site of a crash. A struggle ensued. While on the ground, Tyson told officers he could not breathe. More than 5 minutes then passed before officers checked on him. Almost 3 additional minutes passed before chest compressions were started. Tyson was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital less than an hour later. The city's mayor said he released the video to make the investigation as transparent as possible. The officers involved have been placed on administrative leave. With us now is New York law professor Kirk Burkhalter. He is also the director of the 21st Century Policing Project. Kirk, thank you so much for being with us. So Ohio's Bureau of Criminal Investigation is examining the cause of Tyson's death, which is still unknown at this time. What questions would you be asking about this death if this were your case?
So the first question I think that needs to be answered, and what I'm most curious about, would be the cause of death, meaning what were the actions of the police the sole cause of death?
NYPD, qualified immunity has been abolished. Has anything changed? No. The policies created by the Supreme Court in Terry versus Ohio are so invasive and go so far into dozens of Supreme Court case holdings that create policy for police that qualified immunity does not matter. Sorry, it doesn't. It's not changing anything. It abolished in New Mexico, Connecticut, Colorado, and New York City. It's not changing anything. It's not changing absolutely anything.
Were they a contributing factor, or were they no factor at all? So I think that's going to be key here, because that's what would matter with regards to any form of administrative or criminal liability, and certainly in the court public opinion, which is very important with regards to policing. So that's the first question. The second question is, what types of protocols and procedures did the police have in place in that jurisdiction, or the lack thereof, given everything that occurred here?
Yeah, the video shows Tyson is face down for more than 5 minutes. Should the officers have checked for a pulse and administered CPR sooner? What's the protocol in that kind of situation?
And that's exactly what I meant about protocols and procedures and so forth. So some departments have procedures that are somewhat extreme, meaning exactly in what position a person in custody should be placed and so forth, and others do not necessarily have so. Here, this man, after he was cuffed, remained on the ground. Now, that's not to say that someone who is handcuffed is completely no threat, but at some point there has to be a determination made as to whether a person is a threat. And we certainly know, because we've seen so many videos, that when someone has their hands behind their back and they are placed face down on the ground, that can cause some form of distress. So are there protocols in place? And if not, I think we now know at this time there should be some form of protocols in place as to how to physically treat a person in custody. Once again, not every police department has extensive protocols to that in that respect.
Yeah, I know, Kirk, you served in the NYPD for something like 2 decades, I believe. And I wonder if it's possible, based on the video, to make any kind of assessment based on what we do know is in that video so far, on how the officers there handled that situation. Are you able to make any kind of assessment or conclusion?
This system of oppression must be changed, and the only person who can change it is the governor. That's the only person. The legislators will work against freedom. The legislators will work against your civil liberties. You need a governor who has the power and the wherewithal to challenge the legislators, to challenge the bureaucracy.
At this point, I would say I would not rush to form conclusions. However, what we can discuss, which is a great way in which you frame this conversation, what is at issue, what should be discussed. Number one, the duty to render aid to a person in custody. Fairly universally, the police have a duty to render aid. Even if a police officer shoots someone who was shooting at them and they are completely justified, they can't just walk away. They have a duty to render aid at that particular time. So it doesn't matter if someone's being arrested for a traffic violation or the most heinous crime that one can think of. If the police use force, they can only use force that is necessary and reasonable. And once they do so, they have a duty to render aid. And was that done here? What was the threat level? What threat level could the police articulate once this individual was handcuffed? And there was a period where the police officer still had his knee on this person's back. Everything we know about airways and so forth, someone on their face, handcuffed in their back, behind their back, and a knee somewhere in the chest area or neck or whatever, like we saw with George Floyd. Those things need to be questioned. So there are a lot of unanswered questions here.
So many open questions. We will wait to see what the investigation reveals. Kirk Burkhalter, thanks so much, Kirk, for sharing your analysis, your insight, your expertise with us. As always, we thank you.
Unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Stretch it out. Everybody stretch it out. Stretch it out. Stretch it out. Try to wipe it off. Try to not be disgusted. Try not to let that affect your soul. Good luck. The Fifth Amendment cop card is the only card you need in your wallet when you see a JBTP. Remember, cops are not your friend. If you're walking down the road and a cop interacts with you, the moment you see the cop, you get the yellow card in your hand. You have to have a pair of Fifth Amendment cop cards in your wallet at all times. If you carry your credit cards in your phone, it's the exact same size as your Visa, as your driver's license. The number one defense that you have against these JBTPs is your camera and the Fifth Amendment cop card. Thanks. My name is ChilleDeCastro, and I am Delete Laws.